Damina Lukanga, the incoming RCC of Kampala Capital City Authority, and the deputy RCCs present. I think I can see Lubaga, Kampala Central, Kawempe, and Machindi. It's only Nakawa that we've not yet seen. The Riso, Kampala Metropolitan South, and Riso KMP North. The only one absent is Riso KMP North, KMP East, yes. Represented, okay. The DSOs present, the staff, office of the RCC, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Almighty God for His many favors, especially the favor of good health, and thank Him for enabling us serve this country in the various capacities, formerly as RCC Kampala and now RDC Yumbe. Secondly, I would like to thank the President of this country for the opportunity he has given us to help him in leading this country in the various districts. As we are all aware, the Constitution mandates the President to appoint the resident district commissioners, to transfer them, to disappoint, to promote, among other constitutional obligations. And we have been lucky that out of the so many Ugandans, he normally picks some of us. And we are lucky that even this reshuffle, many of us have been maintained as RCCs or RDCs. So we thank him very much. It's a rare opportunity. Not everybody can be an RCC. It's a privilege to represent the President of this country. It's an honor, it's very humbling, but it's a very challenging task because in whatever we do, we are expected to put ourselves in his position. Even now, as I'm talking, I assume it is him talking, and therefore we try to be as careful as we can to ensure that we don't misrepresent this very important office. So personally, I thank him very much that he has maintained me as an RDC, only transferred to a new district. I want to thank him for the new challenge he has given me to go to Yumbe district. And I want to once again assure Ugandans, because I know I saw the hullabaloo, the reaction here and there. I don't know what were people thinking. Me to turn down a presidential appointment. Not me, I'm a card of NRM. I've grown up in the resistance. As many of you may be aware, I'm the pioneer Secretary General of the NRM Youth League, etc. And I've been oriented enough in leadership, and I cannot do what others were thinking. I don't know why they were thinking like that. I've enjoyed working in Kampala very much. It's a very, very rare opportunity to work as the resident city commissioner for Uganda's capital city. I've enjoyed. I've been here for 1 year and 2 months. I was brought here on the 12th of January last year, 2 days to elections. And it was a very challenging task because, as you may all remember, at that time, Ugandans were preparing to elect new leaders. And we successfully registered victory. Our president and the NRM ruling party took the day. So immediately after that, we had to continue battling with the COVID-19 pandemic, which was then disorganizing the entire world. So some people were making comments that the COVID RDC, but we took up that task together with my colleagues, the deputy RCCs, and we successfully managed to sensitize the public on observing the standard operating procedures and ensuring that all those COVID-19 preventive measures are adhered to. I think you remember what was in Chikubo, downtown. Our people were at risk of contracting that virus. But we thank the people of Kampala. Sometimes we were very tough in guiding them, and we did it for the good of the country. Because as we are all aware, Kampala is the face of Uganda, and anything that fails here, it will fail the entire country. So sometimes we stand our ground because we know the risk associated with registering failure. But as you are all aware, after COVID-19, the city needed to be sanitized. The city needed to be organized. The city needed to be managed in a very responsible manner. And for the sake of government, we took a number of measures to ensure that we inculcate the concept of a smart city among the people of Kampala. So we had to take some tough measures. You must be aware that as a country, we're also under attack by the terrorists. You must have heard about the Komamboga attack, the bombings near the parliament and in the Swift buses. We needed, as the district security committee or the city security committee, to come up with measures to protect the people. So we had to find a way of having downtown decongested. We were imagining if that Komamboga bomb was detonated downtown, how many people would we lose as a country? And as the chairperson of the Security Committee, sometimes I would stand firm to see to it that certain measures are implemented. But of course, understandably, but I have always said that if it means protecting the country, I can do anything. And even if I'm going to Yumbe, I will still stand by all the measures I enforced in Kampala. I'm very proud of those measures. I will continue standing by them. The issue of decongesting the city is something I'm very proud of. I want to encourage my sister, Amina Lukanga. I want to, first of all, ask God to give her courage, to give her wisdom, to give her commitment, and to strengthen her spine to stand by some of those measures. Because if you have a weak spine, you cannot do some of the things we have been doing. But the appointing authority does not just pick on you accidentally. We know the secret, and we trust that she will deliver, especially with the support of the Deputy RCCs, the DSOs, and the entire Security Committee meeting. So I'm proud that we decongested Kampala. I am proud that Kampala is what it is today. I am proud that our friends, the street hawkers and vendors, adhered to the call of relocating to the markets. I am proud that they respected our position and they accepted to live downtown. Those who believe in chaos could be lucky that maybe I'm leaving. Those who believe in chaos. Those who believe in chaos, who believe in disorganization, disorder, those ones celebrated because they think that now this order is coming. But I want to assure you, don't underestimate Amina. She will do it. We are proud of the fact that we have organized the transport industry in this city. We had a number of challenges, a lot of infighting, bickering amongst the taxi operators, the Ssejjusa group, the Mayambalas, the Kalifanis, the Katumba. We are proud of the fact that we managed to unite them into a one umbrella body named Youth of Uganda Taxi Operators Federation. And they are working fairly well. They are working very cooperatively. We had embarked on the process of getting the illegal stages off the streets. And that's one of the issues that I know my sister will enforce together with the Deputy RCCs. We had embarked on regulating the boda industry, ensuring that every boda rider is licensed, is registered, has a reflector jacket, with the Q code, detailing the number plate of the boda, the stage, among other things. We want to encourage the new team to link up with the Ministry of Works and Transport, the Ministry of Kampala Capital City Authority, the DSOs, to ensure that we achieve the target of organizing the boda industry. This government is spending a lot of money at City Hall, KCCA, a lot, in billions. Money for road construction, money for empowerment programs like Myoga, like UWEP, CDD, among others. I want to encourage my sister Amina Lukanga and the deputy RCCs and the DSOs to pay attention to service delivery, because if that money is mismanaged, we shall not have what to show to the voters come 2026. City Hall needs a lot of attention, a lot of attention. Some of us were not lucky that when we came in, the focus was on COVID-19, then street vendors, and we didn't pay much attention to City Hall. I think some of them took advantage, and there's a tendency of taking advantage of our busy schedules. There's a lot of funny things going on there. I want to encourage the new team to scrutinize every penny spent at City Hall. You need to get all the budget breakdowns for all activities to ensure that these programs benefit the people and we achieve what we achieve the objectives. Because of time, I thought I needed to give my sister Amina just a few highlights. I will not read this speech. It is a long one. It's not actually, I gave you a few highlights here. You'll know, you're ready for yourself. The coordination, the politics in the city, the conflicts at KCCA, the criminal gangs, the markets and rooflers, land evictions, and these are very critical issues, especially on land evictions. You recall that the president guided further that there should be no any land eviction without the approval of the DSC. So take it upon yourself to coordinate the deputy RCCs and the DSC to ensure that police does not implement any court order without your endorsement, without the approval of the DSC. There's a lot of that problem still subsists. So there is need for you to get in touch with the KCCA, to get in touch with the deputy RCCs, and you come up with a long-lasting solution. Because the target of government is to ensure that these markets are in control by government, not to be controlled by individuals. So we should ensure that all these markets that are helping low-income earners to earn a living are not exploited. There is a tendency by some market leaders to exploit some of these market vendors. So the enforcement team of KCCA, of course, it's one of those areas you need to pay attention to, the way they do their work, and also there is need to get in touch with the police to ensure that they help them, because without police, some of them just connive and nothing much is done. So there are a number of government programs that are under implementation. I've also enlisted them here. We have a number of presidential pledges that need to be brought to the attention of the high authorities to be reminded. Kampala, as you are aware, has a high youth population. So the deputy RCCs, especially my brother Anderson, whom I've worked with longer, and Doreen, and Hawa in her absence, Hawa Namugenyi, Mark, Mariam, for the teamwork. I have not had any fundamental problem with them. We have worked closely well, and I want to encourage them to give you the same support. At least you're lucky that Anderson has worked here longer, so he is a comrade. I'm sure he will support you. People like Mulangira, Yasin, congratulations, my sister. So this is the handover report. I've already signed here. These are the highlights. So you will sign here. Okay. The monthly reports. The deputy RCCs are supposed to give you monthly reports. So this, okay. The Uganda flag and the stamp. This is the symbol of office. The land file is the most critical. COVID, so, but it has a lot of information that will guide you in running the office. I thank you very much. May God's favor be with you, protect you, and ensure that you coordinate the colleagues, you work as a team. Your immediate colleagues, the deputy RCCs, you need them. You need them. The DSOs, you get what I mean? Yeah. And now the secretary of the DSC, the RISO. The two RISOs, exactly. Even the RISO Kempi East. Those ones, you need them. And believe you me, do not regret. Now, I'm going to prepare to go to Yumbe district. The people of Yumbe are waiting for me. I thank you.
Member of the press, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allow me first of all thank the Almighty Allah for this great opportunity He gave me through His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. It's a great honor to be in this office, which I think is not based on my knowledge, but through Allah's plan. I congratulate all of you, my colleagues that have been in Kampala, for safeguarding this city and all the milestones that you've added on it. I wish also to pass my sincere condolence to all of those that we lost their dear ones, and the most recent one that we lost our speaker for the Republic of Uganda. Would you please have a minute and we stand up to honor his party. My outgoing RCC, Mr. Hussein, for the wonderful job he has done in Kampala. It's really wonderful. We have appreciated, you have changed the city, its face, and that is the heart of our country. As the RCC, our main objective is to be active, to be great mobilizers, to mobilize for development, not forgetting security as our key responsibility. I have a lot for you, but it's all gotten from the previous ones, from my previous leaders. It's not new, but I'm going to continue from where he has stopped. I wish to promise you that I'm going to maintain your legacy in Kampala, because we really need a smart city, a development one, and with good people. My dear colleagues that I'm going to begin working with, I'm very sure most of you have been here. You have a lot on your desk. You know what is taking place. I wish you'd work with me closely, guide me. You have all the necessary information that will help us take on the city as it has been. As head of security, I know my resource, you're there, my resource, and you take an upper hand in this. We need information, and without fail, with you, we shall take on. With that little, allow me welcome all of you, Kampala people, the leaders, the informal sector, the religious leaders, mostly the youth, the women. Please come on board, we work together. We're not here to fight, but we're here to see how we make our country, ourselves, have a happy life. Thank you.
Kawempe, ebiragiro byonna bye nawa byali biteekebwa mu nkola. Okutuusa bwe najja wano, ebiragiro byonna bye nalimpa byonna nga biteekebwa mu ki? Mu nkola. Banyi bangi mwanyiiga, mbeegayiridde mu nsonyi. Naye byonna bye tukola, tetukola nti ffe ababifunamu, naye Uganda yekola ki? Yefunamu. Zonna decisions zinakola, zina enforcinga ezaali tezisanyusa abamu, ezimu baali bazinsibako, naye ezisinga nazikola nze kennyini ng'omuntu. Era ndi proud olwa decisions ezimu zenakola ki? Zenakola. Era ne mmala nkomawo ntandikira wennyini awo. Tewabeerawo muntu alowooza nti ndina decision gye nejjusa. Okusoomoozebwa kw'ensanze kwe kuba nti emirimu gy'ekibuga mingi tegiggwaayo, kati mu bungi bwazo ebiseera ebimu okoleramu kensobi. So pressure abeerawo. Ekibuga kino ky'ekibuga ekikulu ekya Uganda, obeera ne pressure okuva buli nsonda y'ekibuga. Kati ebiseera ebimu n'osanga ng'olina ensobi z'okoze, naye eky'omukisa omulungi mbadde sober enough nendaba nti ebisinga byenkoze mbikoze nga ntegeera, era tewali kye nejjusa. Ababadde balowooza nti nnyinza obutagenda Yumbe, abo bo tebamanyi bukulembeze kye ki, tebamanyi ebyobufuzi kyeki kubanga si kyangu president ne bwabanga akututte oba wa mukisa bukisa okuba nti gwe gwalonze obeere ng'omukiikirira mu kifo ekyo ogwo omukisa munene era nga kaada abadde mentored n'abakulembeze aba NRM ekyo siyinza kikola.
Bankwasiza files eziwedde n'ezipendinga n'ezirina okumalirizibwa era nsobola obbagamba nti ngenda kutandikirawo ku byankwasizza n'ebuvunaanyizibwa obulala nga nabo bwe bujja with time buli kimu tujja kikwata nga bwekiteeka okukwatibwako. Bina byensuubira nti abiremereddwa like nga bagambye nti office eri very busy waliwo byatakuteeko bukwasi so siga nti abiremereddwa n'olwekyo mbategeeza nti ngenda gezaako okumaliriza ebyo byalese pipeline then byatakuteeko kwe mba ntandikira nange.